Whenever people ask me what it's like running the broke agent, they always ask the same two questions. Number one, are you insane? Number two, how do you come up with all that content? The answer to the first is obvious, but the answer to the second is actually pretty interesting. In this video, I'm going to cover all the places I source ideas from and how you can implement the same strategies for your content. When I first started The Broke Agent 7 years ago, I got most of, if not all of my content from my own big brain and the experiences I was having as a young, inexperienced realtor in Los Angeles, all my horrible experiences. It was actually truly my inner monologue, and a lot of it was honestly just depressing. I would tweet exactly what I was feeling at dead open houses and describe every weird, awkward interaction I had, cold calling, door knocking, and playing the role of a luxury agent. I was just basically an actor. The ideas were flowing and never really stopped because, as you know, something insane happens every single day in real estate, so it's really easy. If I couldn't post something on the spot, I'd always try to write everything down in the notes section on my phone, save it for later. I knew that eventually the observation could be turned into a tweet, a meme, a skit, or a podcast topic or something like that. You too can do this. Write down your observations, record what you're thinking, film the crazy houses you see, and document your journey as a realtor. People love the behind-the-scenes raw content. By the way, none of this has to be funny, and you certainly shouldn't take my angle of constantly complaining about your clients, because take it from me, calling yourself the broke agent and insulting all of your prospects with tweets is probably the worst strategy of all time if you want to become a successful agent. So just document your experiences and turn them into content. Another thing I do to come up with content is I consume a shitload of it. I got lunch with an agent in my office a few months ago. This story actually never happened. And was telling him about Reels, TikTok, and all the creative content I've been seeing from agents. It was like I was speaking a foreign language to this fake person that I never had lunch with. He had no idea what I was talking about because, understandably, he's too busy showing actual houses and doesn't have the time to flick through Instagram all day like I do. But it is imperative that you actually spend time consuming content. So try to carve out like 15 to 30 minutes a day and scroll through Instagram and TikTok to see what types of posts are trending and what you might want to emulate. I get most of my ideas from other creators, whether it's the actual content of the post or the way it was posted. So you've got to follow other realtors, observe what they're posting, and implement what you like into your content strategy. Copy everyone and give credit, of course, when it's due. All right, another way to come up with content is you got to just use your older posts. As I'm talking right now, I've posted like 4,000 or something plus times on The Broke Agent, which is obviously psychotic. You know who hasn't seen all 4,000 posts? You, everyone. As you know, Instagram barely shows your content to your own followers, and new followers don't scroll back and see everything you've posted. Pulling from my old content has been one of my favorite and most successful strategies. Maybe one was a tweet that I changed to a meme, or one was a meme that I changed to a reel. And recently, Instagram has just changed its algorithm, and it's going to start suppressing unoriginal content. But repeating your old content, if it's original, I think that should be fine. They also have like a software that can detect that you're posting someone else's post. So always try to change up the caption or something to make it appear different, or change up the style. Even better than my own content are the comments that are coming from you, the people. A lot of agents say funnier things than I do. So that was Bane, by the way. A lot of agents say funnier things than I do. So I will mine content basically from my own comment section on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and even YouTube. So if you don't have a lot of comments yourself, well, you're basically fucked. No, you could actually just head over to my account, steal them all, and credit the originator. Facebook groups. If you can stomach it, head to a real estate Facebook group and see what all the boomers are screaming about. Usually it's just referrals and people asking what CRM to use, but sometimes there actually are funny comments or an interesting topic that you could turn, into a post. A lot of them are just, agents saying shit like, if you had to say 3 words to yourself when you first started in real estate, what would it be? And then it gets like 1 million comments. All these questions are, clearly just engagement grabs, but a lot of them spark some funny comments that you can morph into content. DMs and submissions. When I first started the BA, nobody sent me anything. Nobody cared. People thought my page was radioactive and wanted to just observe as I destroyed myself with content. But now people submit stuff all day, and I love it. I wish I could read every DM because sometimes I will discover a hilarious new creator or post idea that would crush. So always check your messages. You can also get content from news. Go on Inman, Housing Wire, Broke Agent Media, of course. Keep in current matters and see what's happening in the real estate world. Cover it. Throw an article on a green screen and turn it into a TikTok or reel. I've actually never done this before, but I think it's a good idea. Although I admittedly find real estate news extremely boring, despite running a real estate media company, I read it because it's my job and because now I can turn it into content. The next thing you got to start doing is jacking. You got to start trend jacking. When you're done reading this, check out my Trendjacking blog, which is linked down below. Create content around what's going on in pop culture, what's trending. It gives you a massive engagement boost and nonstop ideas. All right, I don't know how to wrap these things up, but hope that helped. That was good information. That's how I come up with my content. Like this video, subscribe down below, and delete your account.